I wonder first, how are you holding up?
I'm good. There's been a lot of uncertainty here, but I've had a huge outpouring of support here in Arizona, which has really been amazing. But we are in a war right now, and we are not acting as such, and people are dying as a result.
When you say that we are in a war, can you pull back the curtain for me, paint a picture of what it is that you are seeing at work every day?
Yeah, so what we are seeing is a virus that is infecting people of our state, our country. These patients are presenting to the ER hypoxic, unable to breathe. They are being put on BiPAP. They are being put on ventilators as well. I think the other aspect that's not really being appreciated of this is that the war is being waged in the hospitals. It's not being waged on the streets, and that also you can go into the hospital, treat a patient, and have that a Trojan horse and bring it home to your family and infect them and kill them as well.
Yeah, of course, it's devastating. Yuma Regional Medical Center responded and said that what happened with your firing was a misunderstanding, that you are scheduled to work this weekend. Your response?
Yeah, it was not a misunderstanding at all. What happened is I was on a shift. I was unable to transfer any of my ICU patients out. And the next day I was told that I was unable to return back to work. I was very quiet for 3 weeks. I didn't say anything. I let the negotiations go on, and they refused to let me back in the hospital to treat the patients here who needed me. It was only when I took to social media and the pressure had came, did they say I was allowed back to work on the front lines. And I want to be very clear about something that, I've had such great support here. I'm in the community. I've had people in my neighborhood drop off bottles of champagne and thank you cards. I've had my doctors and nurses reach out as well to thanking me for speaking up. And I think that one thing is clear is that we need to hear the voices of frontline providers, and we cannot silence their voices during a deadly pandemic.
Right. And part of that, I mean, for you as a frontline provider, give us a sense, what did you see on an average day at the hospital in Yuma that led you to speak out?
Yeah, so what was happening is that we were seeing more and more patients who were extremely short of breath, extremely hypoxic, and just unable to breathe. And I'm talking about people of all ages, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. And so what ended up happening is that patients began overwhelming the hospital system. And so they began backing up in the ER. And so these are people here in the community who want to know the truth and what's actually happening. And we've had patients here who were waiting on a liver transplant who got COVID and were unable to get their transplant. This virus is real. We've had 150 cases in our hospital of people who are hypoxic. On top of that, we have a prison outbreak here of 650 people in the prison.
As someone on the front lines, what is your biggest concern as we head into this second round of holidays?
Yeah, it's very clear that we need a harsh we need a harsh approach to the pandemic. We need to shelter in place. We need to wear masks. We need to avoid large indoor gatherings. And please do not travel. We do not have the ICU beds to take care of you. And I think we're hearing the same thing all across the U.S. and that, we're running out of capacity.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.